For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. Hey, what's good everybody? This is SailPro594. Today we're doing a double feature in the expanded format with Chandelure VMAX and Vileplume. Was kind of unlucky last time against Suicune, but you can't really do much about weakness, especially because it's the times 2 thing. I mean, I get it. A lot of people didn't really like it when the plus points weakness came out in Diamond and Pearl, but there wasn't a lot of merit to that, and especially nowadays where we have all these huge ass Pokemon, it's just so easy, I mean, to get like an auto win against somebody if they're using an all X type deck, and then you hit them for weakness. All of a sudden, even just doing average damage like 170, 180, you know, times 2, that's 340, that's 360. That's enough to get one hit knockouts on VMAXs. So it just makes matchups. It's just too simplistic. It's just, that's what I think. But anyway, now my opponent opened up with this unknown, and as soon as I see that, I always worry that this is more than likely a damn Feromasa, Latios, whatever the hell deck, and I really hate those. But it looks like it was a Mad Party deck, which is almost as bad, but at least this one is an actual deck, kind of. It's not gonna kill us without doing anything. And even though it does have its own weaknesses, like item lock, actually, it's weak against our deck if we would set up in time. It's a conventional deck. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's using a bunch of small Pokemon, and it's trying to get 6 prizes. It doesn't just try to win on the first turn by knocking out a small Pokemon you got. Now, if this was the Gengar Mimikyu GX deck with Vileplume, then it would have been even better because I can strip them, buy some time using Gengar's GX attack. They can't use items, and when this deck can't use items, it really falls apart. Okay, they might be able to use like the Dene, then what? And like a Juniper or Oak, then what? It uses a lot of items, so item lock is going to make them struggle. So if we had Gengar, I could slow them down, and then if we're lucky enough, we can get Vileplume out the next turn, and then they're sort of stuck over there. They really like utilizing their VS Seekers too, so we can stop that too, basically. Now, unfortunately with Chandelure, you can't really do that. We don't have that GX attack we can use to lock them out before we get Vileplume and buy some time. And I had a really bad start right now, god damn it. I had to end that giant hand going back into the deck, so I really didn't get any draw with N. It just really annoys me when my deck sort of does me like that. See all of the cards together that you don't want. No matter how consistent you make a deck, this bullshit is always gonna happen. So at the very least, I'm gonna use Tapu Lele GX, get a supporter, but the important thing is that I'm gonna put Tapu Lele as a decoy because I don't want the artist to die. I can't leave it over there. And if I leave Chandelure in the active position, it's probably going to die. And if it doesn't die, he's going to get a big free shot at me, which we do not want. I want this guy to come fresh because by the time I do get the item lock, I mean, she had like her first turn. She's going to have another turn right now. She actually just attacked for 120, goddamn. So I don't know what she had in hand. She used a lot of items on the first turn, a lot of acrobikes, a lot of, I think it was roller skates. She did a bunch of shit. So right now, since she couldn't do much, and now that I got the Vileplume, she should be fairly stuck. And I can't really retreat the Tapu Lele and attack at the same time. So I'm just going to spread out my energies and leave the Tapu Lele GX, I guess, to die so I can come in fresh and not get any damage on the Chandelures. But the point is, she didn't do much on the previous turn, and you know, everything worked out for me. I got the Vileplume, using Oak, I drew a lot of cards, got my energies, and now we're gonna retaliate back. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, basically, because she did dump a bunch of Pokemon, I mean, she's only doing 120 damage so far, but that damage is going to increase as more Pokemon are going to get dumped, as this Bunnelby dies. You know, it can be really dangerous because these guys are small, one prize Pokemon, just need one attachment to do crazy loads of damage. And our Chandelure is going to give away 3 to 2 prizes. Now, I guess I'm going to try to make use of the small dudes. I guess use the Chandelure V before it can get like big one-hit KOs on it, because she can't do 200 damage just yet. I mean, this Oak might change that. She dumped a bunch of things once again. But if I just survive, I need my dudes to survive. At least VMAX needs to take 2 hits. The V needs to take 2 hits if I can, now that it's the early game. And we'll just overwhelm her. You know, she won't be able to keep up. The item log is going to hurt her. But you got to keep in mind, like, the prizes that your Pokemon give away. So just 180 damage, just close. I don't give a shit if I would survive with 1 HP. The point is that we take a hit so we can get more attacks and get a good prize lead. So put the energy on Chandelure, and even Volcanion could be good in this matchup against the small Pokemon. Just got to be careful though. There's that Marshadow too. We don't want to use Volcanion against that. And I get another Chandelure VMAX, the other one from the prizes. I'm not going to evolve into it, of course. I'm just going to let this V die. Get the 2 prizes. I mean, she already got 2 prizes on the Tapu Lele too, so no room for errors. So another Sycamore. She dumped everything. I mean, she's going to deck out at this point. But when you have an item lock, that's all that they can really do. I know from playing against the Night March decks, like the originals with Gengar, that's all that they can really do. They can't use Via Seekers, they can't use Trainer's Mail, all the other item cards, Acrobike, whatever the hell. So Bridget, let's just get... What should I even get? I mean, let's just get Oddish, I suppose, just in case. And put a Fire Energy on the Volcanion. Just going to keep attacking. Couldn't see an energy, so yeah, fairly stuck with the cards in hand. Didn't even bother playing the stadium. I don't know why. Gonna get Chaotic Swell. And gonna promote another Bundle Buy. I think at this point I should be good. It'd be nice if we see like a Guzma too. So once this Bundle Buy dies, I can then pick on the Danny or something. So Dimension Valley goes down. Professor Sycamore once again. You're decking out, no doubt about it. Like, she's gonna deck out before she even beats me at this point. I think she has 1 card left in the deck, and she has Psychic Energies, not just DCs. So yeah, this Mad Party deck, it was, I don't want to say it was unconventional, because she did run a bunch of the conventional shit, but basic energies, you don't really see them. I know what the point of the basic energies are, is that you don't get an auto loss against other certain Pokemon. But, and yeah, I guess there was the, she's using Sinistes and the Poltegeist and Dimension Valley. So I guess, yeah, I get the Psychic Energies, but I just overwhelmed her. Just need to get 2 more prizes. VMAX is coming fresh. Even with all the dudes in the discard pile, this deck's max damage is 260 before any other add-ons through like choice belt and shit. So my VMAX is going to survive. Whatever she pulls, she doesn't win. I mean, she did get pretty close. And I'm just going to finish off the Marshadow next turn. Decided to promote it. So Mad Party, 300 damage. God damn, how did you even do that? I thought it was like 280, 260 max. Maybe I was missing something. But anyway, we just survived. And she decided to scoop. Didn't even let me finish her off. So that's game 1. Worked out nicely. Get a victory with Chandelure VMAX. As usual, it's important to get the item lock quick. And you're going to need a little bit of luck too, as always. Hopefully they don't dump too many Pokemon too quick, like with her. Now on to game 2. Let's see what we got this time. I'm gonna mulligan, unfortunately. I don't run that many basics in the deck, but I mean, I think I do actually. They could be even 12 or 11. They gotta be at least 11. I mean, max playset of Odysseus, 3 Chandelures, that's 7 cards, 2 Volcanions, 9, and then Lele and the Dene, that's 11. So I'm running enough basic Pokemon, but I do mulligan often with this deck. God damn it. My opponent gonna open up with Tapu Lele GX. We open up with 2 Odysseus, and I've got a Cherish Ball and Nest Ball in hand too. So a good start, I would say. Got a Fire Energy, got Colress. Now, my opponent is searching the little Trubbish there, and at this point, the mighty Garbotox and Garbodor, almost the only deck it's being used for is this alternate Necrozma deck. People, I guess, don't want to use it with other shit, pair it up. Usually, anyway. But this is what likely this deck is going to be about. I mean, he played down the Silent Lab as well. We should know what to expect. Now, this matchup is kind of interesting because it's all about who sets up first. If I get like the item lock quickly enough, then they don't have a fucking chance because I mean you can't put like a tool on the Garbodor, so then you're fucked throughout the whole game. If they do, then even if you get the Vileplume, it's useless, it's not even going to do anything. But I do have the one Field Blower in the deck, and we're actually going to search that with Skyla. Get rid of the Silent Lab so I can use the Cherish Ball here. And we're going to get the Dene. I got to go kind of quick here. Going to discard the Rare Candy and Chorus, but we gotta draw. Didn't have that many options. I'm even going to play the Tapu Lele GX down because I know another Silent Lab is probably coming next turn. So we're going to grab N. I mean, yeah, I don't have much of a choice. This hand isn't so great. Multiple energies, no Rare Candy, no Vileplume. It's fairly annoying. And I've used up the damn Field Blower 2 just on the Silent Lab. So if he does get a tool on the Trubbish and then evolves, I'm fucked. Which is very likely because that's all this deck does. They've got like a million tools. Million of ways to search the Garbodor. So I wish I had just like a better hand, a better starting hand. It would have worked out better. So we're gonna end our huge ass hand, but I mean, it was mostly cards that I couldn't utilize, like so many Fire Energies. We don't need them together like that. Get the Silent Lab down. Garbodor has evolved. Floatstone. It's gonna put on the Tapu Lele though, which I guess it's a saving grace. Had to do that so that he could retreat onto the Necrozma and attack. But you should have attached it on the Garbodor. Now, if we get the Vileplume out, which I'm going to do my best to do, then it's going to be my advantage. So, we're going to evolve into the Chandelure VMAX, and I am going to end your ass. I mean, I could have Oak, like Juniper, draw 7. But we're just gonna end. He doesn't need that many cards for me to get a one-hit knockout. Ultra Necrozma only has 110 HP. So Professor's Letter, get our energies, and luckily enough, I did see the candy with Vileplume. No Floatstone of my own, but it's absolutely fine. With Vileplume out, I'm gonna have a significant advantage here. Man, he didn't even bother to put like the lucky egg on Garbodor, so he seriously misplayed. I mean, it was all in your hands, dude. Like, if you see Oddish and Chandelure, you must have an idea of what the hell I'm running. I mean, you must have had. But I guess I give people too much credit. Not everybody's old school, I guess. But I mean, this Vileplume, if you see an Oddish, it should come to your mind. I mean, it's been around for quite a while. Other decks like Executor GX and other decks utilize it. And Chandelure, I mean, I would think people at least know what it does, at the very least, even if it's not top tier. So, now that I got the Vileplume out, I mean, he put in the active position, and I guess he's gonna try to get rid of it. but you can't do shit. And even if you did, I'm gonna get the other one out. So we're just gonna get our manual attachments and just wait shit out. Let this dude fall apart on his own. I mean, realistically, now that I have the VMAX out, the Chandelure VMAX, even if you would get the KO on Vileplume, as long as I have Chandelure in the active position, you can attach tools anyway, thanks to that guy's, I guess, backup ability for locking stuff. So it's perfect. I mean, Garbodor isn't going to get a tool no matter what. And the beautiful thing is, as a stage 1, Chandelure isn't going to be affected by Silent Lab, so we're good when it comes to that. I digged out the Guzma, which I wanted to. Make sure we attach all of our energies. Is that one turn I didn't use Oak because I want to get the energies, so when Necrozma is attacking, we have enough energies to fight back, because the dude discarding your energies is some bullshit. So he gets the kill on the Vileplume, but it's too late for that. I'm gonna retaliate back. I've got the other Vileplume in hand at this point. So, sorry dude, but there's nothing you can do. I've got the Guzma in hand. I guess we can use Brigitte maybe for this turn, but not really any point. I mean, look at all these stuck trainers. 560 damage. Yeah, no chance, my friend. I have complete control of the game. And these sort of linear... what's the word? Yeah, linear, I guess, predictable decks. They don't really have too many flexible options. This is all that they do, like the Ultra Necrozma deck, for example. And he decided to surrender right there. So that's an excellent GG, 2 GGs today. That's good. Hope you guys enjoyed this double feature. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I see you guys next time. What up?